keep you safe from physical damage, mental damage, pain. It's supposed to protect you from pain. When a teacher asked me in school what my biggest fear was, I said nothing. I said nothing. I don't fear anything. And obviously at the time I was just a kid trying to be not scared of anything. But the more they pushed for an answer of what is my fear, I started to think about fears I actually had at the time, and I genuinely couldn't say I had one. Not that I'd come across yet. But I realised that I definitely did have fears, but I overcame them. So I guess I didn't really know what I was talking about as a kid, but now I think any fear can be overcome. And that is weird because it's supposed to protect you, so why would you want to overcome it? If you're someone that thinks like that, then I would ask you this question. Most things that bring you pain bring the biggest growth. And I guess the question I ask is it worth it? Is the pain that you experience worth what you gain? The pain you experience worth what you gain? Is it? I think about fear that I have now, and honestly it all seems very woolsy. It's a wazi. It doesn't exist. I think after my dad passed and I was upset, and I still get upset now and then, but knowing everything's kind of okay, and my dad got dealt a crap hand really, but after that it's okay. And I would say that was probably one of my biggest fears, losing someone I loved. And then when I lost him, I said, okay, that was scary. That really did cause me a lot of pain, and it would cause me a lot of pain if it happened again, but I don't fear it. So I sit here now with someone with no fear of anything, much like that kid that I was, but I think I'm actually genuine with it this time. And I honestly don't know how I got to this point. I don't know how I got to this point of just like, it's whatever. You know, there's a great show called Afterlife, I'm pretty sure. And it's about a guy that loses his wife to cancer. And he's really depressed. And he just goes about his normal day. And he goes, he says it's the... So this is how he puts it. Anything he can do after wanting to kill himself is a bonus, because he was going to kill himself anyway. And I don't know if that's how I feel. I don't think it is. Hopefully not. But I guess it feels similar, where it's just like every day is a bonus. Every day is a bonus. And I do think about my dad when I think about that, because it's like, you know, I'm 24, he was, 36, 37, so I've not got many years to catch up to him. You know, in 20 years' time, I'll be older than my dad had ever been. And that kind of blows me away. Again, with these videos, I don't really know where I'm going with it, but why do you fear what you fear? What is it? Like, genuinely, why do you fear it? Because in this life, anything can happen. You could die whilst watching this video. So why do you fear what you fear? And there's certain things that are like so crazy to me. When I was younger and I would fear something, I'd be like, well, why do I fear that? I used to be scared to go get my hair cut. Why? Like seriously, like why? And there was so many of these things. Scared about how, if I didn't get my hair properly in the morning to go to school, I was like, no, I ain't going. I look like a mess. I feel like a mess. I'm not going. I fear that. I fear school. I fear coming home. I fear how I'll turn out. I fear loads of things. And I think at one point it just all disappeared. And I think that was when my dad passed. It was sort of just like, why do I care about any of this? I remember at the time when my dad passed, I was with a girlfriend at the time, and we were watching Walking Dead, for anyone who doesn't know. Whoever does know, when Glenn dies, and she was like really upset about, Glenn dying. It was, I get it, right? You're watching the show, you're attached to it. And I just didn't care. I just didn't care. And it wasn't the lack of like, oh, this is a rubbish series. It's amazing, especially up until that point. But for me, it was just like, I don't care. I lost a lot of caring. And I think with that, a lot of fear. Don't get me wrong, I still fear things to this day, but I just think about it as this. It's like, why? We are all of us are more than likely going to be dead in 100 years. And in 100 more from that, you will probably be forgotten. No one's going to know who you are. Not, and if they do, they probably don't know your stories. They don't know who you are. And that'll be it. So don't let fear hold you back, ever. It will really, really suck if you are laying on your deathbed and you didn't do what you wanted because of fear. Fear is meant to keep us alive. But sometimes I feel like it does the complete opposite. Talk to you guys tomorrow.